Hey guys, Adeline Lambert again, and I feel the need for a follow-up video from my video yesterday. So the reason that I was changing the filters in my client's home is kind of twofold. One, as a seniors real estate specialist, I do work with a lot of seniors, and sometimes there are things that are just a little bit challenging for them to do, and it's just as easy for me to go ahead and do it for them. Not certainly anything that any other realtor needs to do, but if I can do it and make somebody's life a little easier and it doesn't take me but a couple minutes, I'd rather just do it. But the second reason is I also wanted to. I'm just aggravated as snot over her service contract with a larger provider, which shall go unnamed. So if you guys don't ask me, I'm not going to tell you on a public forum. But they she has an annual service contract, and you would think if they come out twice a year that one of the services that her pay to them would provide would be changing filters, and evidently it does not. They will charge extra for that, which I just think is totally ridiculous. If you're going to have a service contract, you assume that they're going to fully service it, and factor that in. It is an HVAC and plumbing, so I also wanted to follow up because she has an issue with the last plumber that she hired, having totally taken apart to repair her tankless water heater. Totally took it apart and fixed whatever was wrong with it, but left it just completely apart with the guts hanging out and the door hanging off with only one of the four screws in it. The other screws are missing. So this large company sent out their technician to take care of the HVAC, and then they sent out their technician for the plumbing to take care of that. They charged my client $579 to replace the flapper valve in the back of a toilet. I don't know if any of you guys have any experience with toilet repair. I don't have a lot, but I know you could buy two new toilets for that price. So that's just straight up ridiculous. That was first off. Second of all, they charged her $100 for something electrical, which there's no indication of what electrical they did or didn't do, because clearly they didn't do anything electrical. They put the guts back in the water heater, which I didn't know till yesterday when I actually climbed up in the attic. And for those of you that know me, know that that was a terrifying thing for me to do. But I was just that aggravated and just that mad that this company has clearly taken advantage of an older woman. So I went in the attic. I saw that they did put the guts back in there, but the cover is not on there because the screws are missing. And they told her that, oh, the screws are missing, but it's in there, but the screws are missing, so we can't put the door back on, which is insane to me. If you're going to be a plumbing company, I don't know that much about plumbing, but I don't think that it should be that complicated to find screws. I looked at it. They're not anything weird. One of the screws was still there. So I imagine that they must fix other water heaters. And I know that Lowe's and Home Depot sell thousands of different size screws. Again, I'm not an expert. But what I am an expert in is customer service. What I am an expert in is kindness. What I am an expert in is honesty and integrity. And so I was extremely, extremely frustrated and disappointed at the lack of that with this experience. So I am going to be calling them today. I don't know what they're going to tell me, and I don't know that there's anything that can be done about it, but I'm going to make it very clear that as a realtor, I will make sure that none of my clients are going to experience that kind of service or lack thereof from that particular vendor. Wasn't somebody I recommended. It was somebody that she's had for a couple years and been using. I don't know where they came from, but it is also a good PSA right here where you never have to use who your realtor tells you to use, but we do have pretty good resources, and we do have a network of vendors that we use, not because they're our friends. Sometimes they become our friends because we use them so much, but it's not because they're our friends. They're because they do things the way that we would expect that they would be done for our clients. And we know that when we recommend somebody, they're going to take good care of you. And if they don't, we certainly want to know about it. because our referrals are part of our bread and butter, and referrals to them from us is part of their bread and butter. So we want to make sure that everybody is doing things the right way, and if not, that they're held accountable for it. So that was my follow up from my video yesterday. I apologize that it was lengthy, but I didn't want to leave it yesterday because I was kind of a little bit hot. So I wanted to take a little bit of time to cool off and revisit that. Again, couple key takeaways. Don't take advantage of seniors, one. Number two, call your realtor if you need to have some service done. Even if you haven't bought or sold with them in 3 or 4 years, call them anyway, or a friend that you know that's a trusted realtor or whatever, and ask if they have any referrals. If we don't personally, I promise you, with the network of realtors in the Richmond, Virginia area, we're a very tight-knit group of people, and between us, there are definitely people. And I will tell you, when I ask for recommendations, you'll see, like for a plumber, the same name referred by a bunch of different very experienced realtors. I'll see the same name for a contractor or a roofer. Over and over again, you'll see some of the same people referred. That's a pretty good indication that they've got a great reputation in the community. And we're a pretty tough community, those of us that have been in this a while. So just keep that in mind. And I hope that you all have a great day. I hope that you all enjoy the warm weather if you are viewing this on Friday the 7th, that you're enjoying a decent day, because next week doesn't look so fabulous. But it's all good because it's just weather. Everything else is good. We'll be all right. All right, guys.